Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. No, I'm not playing Blue Baby again. That was literally last time. So was Blue Baby. Lazarus wasn't last time though. Where are you, Lazarus? Hello, mister. You start with the pill. I'll use your pill. That was unfortunate. Here's the seed. And away we go. That actually isn't a big deal. Wait, this is not XL or any such fantastic unfortunatenesses. So I can take red heart damage in order to die, so that I can activate Lazarus's respawn, which is pretty much the first thing to do as Lazarus, in most cases, in my opinion. We'll gain a 1.2 damage multiplier, and other stats, as well as the anemic item, which is mostly just a range up, but if I get hit in a room, I'll track blood that does basically no damage to grounded enemies. Still, it works out. The 1.2 damage multiplier alone is probably worth it. We'll also gain a little bit of luck and such. This use item is so bad that I don't even want to pick it up and just like have it. Nothing is like actually better because you can't accidentally press space and use nothing. And then waste all of your, here. Say I'm shooting stuff, and I use it. It shoots out my tears in a bunch of directions, but without any increased damage or anything. That's only good if you're so OP that you're one-shotting everything, but you're also one-shotting everything, so you don't need it. And then it charges as you shoot. Every tear you shoot, it will get 1 tick of charge. So it's that. And wow, Bloody Penny, I didn't expect that. That's a new one. So we have a Soul Heart available, which is good. So anyway, this item is worse than nothing the vast majority of the time, and we're getting bombs. So I will take that as a nice invite to blow some shopkeepers up. Almost up to 15 cents. I would buy the PhD if I were to make it to said 15 cents. And since there is a nickel right there, I will do that. Dang. It was worth a try. So PhD identifies all pills for me, makes it so that they can only be good or neutral, can't be bad, and drops a pill on pickup, which in this case is neutral and does nothing at all. Oh, it also gives 2 red hearts of recovery. And then we'll come back and buy the soul heart once we finish with things. So it would be to my advantage to not really leave my death up to chance too much. The respawn does activate in the same room that you die, so I could die in here and I would still be fine. I would be able to finish the fight. But I could also not. Doesn't really matter. That's a lot of poop. And they all do have chances of dropping things now. Oh, perfect. Now I don't even feel bad about dying in like 2 seconds. That is all stats up and includes a 1.5 damage multiplier. It's also full health. And look, I left this here for myself, conveniently. I'm gonna go grab the soul heart, and then I'm gonna grab that magic mushroom, and my life is going to improve drastically. I guess I don't have a reason not to take this, but it was kind of annoying in the first life when I didn't want to heal, so that's a reason to skip it at that point. I can shoot this fire too. So, Bloody Penny, every time I pick up a coin, 50% chance for a half red heart drop. It's not like anything special, but it exists. I've got it. I don't have any keys, unfortunately, but I do have 2 free pills here and PhD, so maybe I'll not get any keys out of that. Addicted, neutral pill. You take full hearts of damage for everything. that hits you for that room. Like 100% a bad effect. It's just, you know, neutral because it's totally neutral. Don't worry about it. That was unfortunate. I killed it before it had evaluated what kind of enemy it was. So it exploded and damaged me. Alright. Power pill, though, is a good pill. It's neutral in a very technical sense of it doesn't have an alternate to it. But it's a good pill. And it is the game kit effect for the room. Well, one-time game kit effect, not for the whole room. That would be pretty good. Except that enemies run away from you when you have the game kit effect, which kind of sucks. Can make it a little tough to attack things. But alright, we'll take it the slow way. I'm not going to bother with those fires. Those fires are too picky because of the slides. They're kind of pokies, but like they're a separate thing from slides and pokies. They're a different name, and I don't know what that name is. At present. Perhaps one day I will know. You're not gonna hit me with the key? I'm gonna gamble on you, and then I'm gonna bomb you. Alright, with those extra bombs, I can go fulfill my dreams of checking for the secret room in 2 locations. Could be here. Could also be here. Of course, I'm hoping it's here. But it's not. I still have enough bombs that I can get into the curse room, though. So you're addicted. You're both health up. That's a little risky. I'll take one of them, I guess. But even that might be a bad play overall. Right, you're that pill. Oh, I'm not looking for addicted. Whoopsie. Looking for power pill. Which I can use for this guy. For some free plays. Get one thing out of him. The moon. Which is a secret room teleport. So I'm playing this guy in an interesting way right now. It doesn't make any difference towards my success about playing him, but it lets me know when I reach half a red heart so that I don't play too much basically and lose soul hearts. I'm still not there. And of course this only matters because I have Curse of the Unknown. Okay, I don't want that item. It randomly raises or lowers each of my important stats. Which, for me, usually just screws me over. And I just kind of gave up on it, because it was so infrequent that I didn't get screwed by it. So by the way, if you are unaware, the leaving the room thing, the character will pee on the ground if you enter a room at half a red heart, even if you have soul hearts. So, that's been in the game since the original, by the way, as well. A lot of people don't know about it, but it's always been there. And in situations like Curse of the Unknown, you can use it to kind of keep track of your health. This is a good item right here. Maw of the Void, 1 damage up. If I shoot for 3 seconds continuously, I get that upside down cross in my head when I let go. I do that, which does my damage at a high rate. And causes... Well, if it kills an enemy, there's a chance that it drops a black heart. So all of this stuff is just not what I want. That's still addicted. Which again, bad pill. Has an alternate that isn't bad as well. Just another thing. So, you know, it's not even like it's neutral because it doesn't have an alternate. No, it does. Same with one makes you large, one makes you small is an alternate that is good to the bad of the one makes you large. So it's just they don't want you to be happy in this video game. So because it's so much damage output, I will use the Maw of the Void circle frequently. I don't know why I would use it there, but it worked quickly enough that I didn't get hit for it, so it's not a big deal. It's also the moon. You don't say. Man, that was a tough room. Excuse me? That's not the secret room. I don't know if you know what secret room means. But that might mean that there's just not a secret room, which shouldn't happen, mind you. The world never knows these things. But if there's not a secret room, it would teleport me to a random room, as perhaps I only got there because of Curse of the Maze, though. Oh, button. Oh my god, he double cheesed me. But I got a luck up, so take that. 2 of spades doubles my keys. That lets me get to my fair item room. Got me a black heart again. And with one bomb, it's a chance that I bounce that off and get it. Which I think was worth it, even though now there's Tinted Rock here that I can't get. There's time. Can also check the shop for a bomb, or get 10 bombs right here. I already have the magic mushroom, I don't need to bomb that. Now, of course, 10 bombs is nice because it gets me this, but I don't actually want it as an item. It's not all that appealing. It helps me get a Tinted Rock. Maybe another Tinted Rock or a secret room or something, but it's just not even that good for what I could have gotten. The chance for the black heart, by the way, not that high. Good enough that it's worth using a lot, and its damage output is so much higher than just using your tears. That as long as you're comfortable positioning it, it's an obvious choice to use instead of tears. I don't want either of these items. Well, okay, that's not quite true. I will take the Book of Sin to replace my much less useful Isaac's Tears. And shop is a potential option, but I'm thinking of things that I really am interested in the shop, and I'm not coming up with much for this build. Beyond the obvious stuff that's just good all the time, but it doesn't seem urgent enough to bomb. So this room will have a lot of enemies due to the splitting nature of these dudes, which means I have a decent chance to pick up some extra black hearts. And then I'll just make sure to get most of the way or the entire way up to a charge before a new room. And then I have a nice comfy stay in whatever the next room is. And everything is fine. Cain's Other Eye is pretty much the best. If the best means absolutely useless. Still don't think I'm really interested in what the shop is gonna potentially have at all. So Cain's Other Eye bounces around the room and shoots in whatever direction you're shooting in. It doesn't have much going for it. But it might do damage relative to yours now, which is actually pretty strong in this case. Oh, there would be an exploding one. I didn't get to see that color, so I wasn't certain. But I will full clear just in case I do get the opportunity to go to the shop with enough money without bombing. And oh wow, what a lead shot. How did you even lead that so well, perfectly, in fact? That you popped out and started your animation when I was on the right, and ended it and shot when I was on the left. That's not how that works. It's okay though, I still have tons and tons of health. Gonna go ahead and go here. PhD, so speed up doesn't do anything for me at this point because my speed is already normal max. Tears up, however, is pretty nice. Can shoot a little faster. That doesn't affect any of like charge rate or anything for Maw of the Void. That's not a big deal. Actually, maybe it does. I don't freaking know. Nah, it doesn't. Don't worry, I'm not entirely crazy. With unlimited keys, I will take interest in the shop and the fact that I can visit this. PhD also makes it so that I always get 1 extra coin drop from blood donation machines and IV bags, so that's why I'm always getting 2, and have the potential to get 3. Nice side effect that's not always known. 2 soul hearts, that's good. And I like it. Get to go to the last unvisited room, and I get to save a key that I have unlimited of in exchange for using a bomb that I don't have unlimited of to get to the shop a tiny bit faster. Which, of course, is the dream. But in this case, I feel a lot less bad because it's just the fact that I had to fight greed means that I was using a fake key on principle for something that I didn't want to do. So I really stuck it to the man there, and you should all be proud of me. But, you know, we ended up going pretty well there. And we got 2 more luck ups through some sorcery or another. I'll take 1 sorcery, please. Hopefully you've got some in stock. I only need 1 of them. I'll take the last one off the shelves, if that's what it takes to get a sorcery here. Oh, really? I one-shot them? That's convenient. Can't even use that. Strength is magic mushroom for a room. So the only use for it right now, of course, is if I get a devil room that I can't quite take all of, and would like to spend red hearts instead of soul hearts and black hearts, which is a far more expensive prospect than just spending red hearts. Because not only is a soul heart more valuable than a red heart, it also costs more soul hearts than it does red hearts to take a deal with the devil. So, pretty good deal to not have to use one sometimes. We'll see about that half soul heart. I'll probably get another one somewhere along the way. Scissors, another really, really bad use item. That is not a big deal though, because I have a slightly less, not at all good use item that I can use instead. Oh, hello. See, got that anyway, so it's not a huge deal. What happened to my balls of steel? 2 soul hearts up. Also not something I really have any use for right now. I'll buy the key, and that's... Well, actually, this item is good. In this case, since I don't have anything, like, legitimately good to use instead, this item, every time I kill an enemy, gives me 1 on the counter that will appear to the side of it. And for every 1 on that counter, I spawn a kamikaze fly that does twice my damage. But if a fly kills an enemy, it does not add to the counter. Oh, perfect spacing. 1 damage up and 10% chance increase of Devil Room earning after bosses. I'm good to go. I went everywhere important. Have a black heart on top, so I'm kind of okay not having full health. And I got Guppy's collar, which is 1/3 Guppy, of course, but also a 50% chance to revive at half of a heart if I die. Want to get rid of my half heart here. That's also useful in that I can use that to stay at half a heart, but only for like this floor. Alright, well, it showed up conveniently, so I'm not going to say no. Anyway, only for this floor, because on the next floor everything will do a full heart of damage. Second piece of Guppy. Higher chance of chest drops, lower chance of other drops. Oh, got up to 20. As you can see, no counter went up. Oops. Got pulled in by the gravity dude. Suicide King. Oh man, I have to carry this around now. Unfortunately, I'm stuck with it. So this kills me in order to drop a bunch of pickups and up to 3 items on the ground in the room that I die in, using the item pool of the room that I die in. But of course it kills me, so there's always the chance that I don't revive if I only have Guppy's collar. Mongo Baby is solid, but like I don't need that. I can do better with all this cash. Nothing else to spend it on, really. Yeah, okay. Fate's Reward, by the way, shoots my tears, but at its fire rate. Has all my tear effects and damage and stats and stuff, except tears, which it uses its own. Solid. That one's lucky. Nope. Sure, I have an addiction to opening chests. So, this Serpent's Kiss item I picked up is like stupid amounts of broken. It's like really stupid. I want to go to the shop. I'm not going to worry about boss rush comparatively, but I would like to make boss rush as well. Basically, it gives me a chance to shoot a poison tier, and it gives me contact poisoned enemies. If a poisoned enemy should find itself perishing, even if it's not still poisoned apparently, it has a chance to drop a black heart, which obviously kind of really silly. Alright, I can spend all of my money on keys. So restock makes it so that when you buy something from the shop, it is replaced with something of the same nature immediately, but it doesn't work on its own purchase, so... Okay, we're not getting boss rush and the devil room. Like, I'm not going to be able to get into both. But I'm going to try, gosh darn it. Oh, okay, we're good. What do you got for me? Double shot? I almost don't want to see that something else amazing is here, but no, we're good, just double shot. So, of course, it's very descriptive when it calls itself 2020 and says double shot. It is double shot. It does not lower your fire rate. I thought I killed you. It doesn't lower your fire rate, it doesn't change your damage, it does nothing but give you 2 tiers for the normal requirements of 1. So, I'm very into that. By the way, clearly, I can't possibly mess this up if I try, because my items are rather dumb. So I'm just kind of cruising on through this, no problem. Alright, I'd like you to die, but you didn't. Don't care what I like, understandably. Good, good. Can't get to you there. And you're mostly over freaking rocks, friendo. Ah, convenient. Also convenient. Stocking up on black hearts here, as you can perhaps tell. Can't get rid of them fast enough. Alright, hello. Not too worried about the frail. We're almost done here, honestly. Then we get another item. It's what I always needed, isn't it? Another really good item this run. I have so much black heart generation that I've gone from about half black hearts to full black hearts as of now. Hello, Mr. Adversary. And I just get it back right away. And I get a Spelunker hat. Spelunker hat's a solid dude. Tells me when I'm next to any unidentified room. Which means secret rooms and things like that. But also, say I'm next to an item room or a shop or something like that, and I haven't been there yet or been next to it to see that it is in fact that room, it tells me. It's like, hey, by the way, you're next to this important room that you like. And it tells me what's around the secret room when I haven't normally been able to see that. So it's a pretty quality dude. 10 out of 10, I guess. As far as niceness goes. It's not like a 10 out of 10 item, but it's 10 out of 10 nice as a guy. In my respect, I've gotten a lot of luck up this run. So of course expect that once I get to said chest that I picked up the Polaroid to go to, I will be using the Suicide King once I have finished. If not before, depending on how my acquisition of more respawns goes for me. I have so much health, it'd be silly not to... Okay, there we go. So it just gave me nothing. What a guy. So basically the way those chests work is they can close themselves after they've been opened, and they can continue dropping things as long as they want until they drop an item. As long as that one wanted turned out to be literally no times at all. They used to have a lot higher chance of being good, or paying out multiple times if not being good. You know, like closing themselves and allowing you to open them again. And then they got nerfed, and now they, like, suck. It's really overall pretty sad. Because it's not abnormal for them to do stuff like that. Just, like, pay out once or 0 times and then just stop. Anyway, in the meantime, while I was talking about that, we got some juicy items. The Infamy gives me the chance to not get damaged by tears that hit me. Steven gives me a 1 damage up. And then that item in that last boss room gives me exactly what it says it gives me, which is range and shot speed, I believe. And then Krampus, so I can't even get rid of my last heart. What a nice guy. Lump of coal, though. Gives me increased damage and tier size based on the tier's distance traveled. Alright, well, I can't stop myself from using all of my keys. And it's like that one's sticky, yeah. Since it didn't move from where it spawned. In a chest exploding outward loot type of fashion. Chance to shoot in all 4 directions, but oh, wow. I thought it would be a guarantee considering I've picked up so many luck ups, but no. Neither of those is worth it. Alright, so I'll take a compass. I'll take a box of friends. I will take a BFFs. The game might try to stop me, but it's not going to succeed. So box of friends creates a duplicate of every unique familiar I have. And, wow, dude. The box of friends, no, that's what I already said. BFFs doubles the damage, increases the size of my familiars. So now I've got these dudes that are shooting tiers twice as damaging as mine, compared to how initially they were shooting tiers that were equally as damaging as mine. So now their fire rate's a little less bad. And of course, in the event that I get something that causes me to charge more often on my use item, I can create more than just 2 of them. I'll get 1 more every time I use it. So as soon as Hush starts spawning enemies, I don't really care about my health anymore because I kind of couldn't lose it if I tried. But for now, let's say that hit was actually a mistake and leave it at that. Alright, Infamy doing work already. Take your time. So just poisoning them, even though they haven't yet become able to be killed reasonably. You can still kill them when they're supposed to be kind of invincible, but like once they become actually easily killable, that's when you care. Anyway, poisoning them can still get the black hearts when they die. It's good. Alright, I'm going to stand here, because this should be safe for pretty much every angle. See? I'm just in the right spot to make it look like it's dangerous. When of course that's completely by accident and I had no clue if I was perfectly positioned or just kind of alright. As you can see, I just kind of got a bunch of black hearts and suddenly I'm ahead on black hearts. Not that I can do anything with the extra, but the principle. It's the principle. And I just got another one. I didn't even like know how I did that one, but I did it. So I'm about to get trapped here. Oops. And then I'm gonna walk into the one that was completely easily dodgeable every time. But it's okay, I did all the hard work for no problem. And that was a much fairer set of like moving tier stuffs than Hush often offers. So I feel pretty good about that. Sometimes when Hush is moving around and firing barrages of tiers and stuff like that, you get in positions where there's just no way you're dodging it. Maybe I just made better decisions that time. Entirely a possibility. But it's also possible that that attack is just likely to be kind of garbage. I would accept either answer, and they would be equally correct. This one might hit me. Nah, we good? And so ends the saga of the fact that I ended at full health and everything's totally fine. Don't worry about it. It's a good saga in my life. So, now we have a compass here. That I totally probably had on the XL floor and just forgot about. Because I didn't talk about having the compass. This isn't going to work, by the way. There's no way this is the correct direction. But gosh darn it, I'm going to try. Wow, it's the correct direction. It's this kind of stuff you just can't make up. Doubled my money. Ah, neat. Succubus bounces around the room. Oh, I missed the black heart. Anyway, it bounces around the room doing damage relative to my damage. With this, everything in this aura. And if I'm inside this aura, which is enlarged by BFFs, by the way, I gain a 1.5 damage multiplier that does stack with things like strength, cards, Cricket's Head, Magic Mushroom. So it's rather good. And of course, since the aura is huge, it's a lot easier to stay in than it normally would be. So we're in good shape. So let's see what's in our 4 chests that we have exactly enough keys for. Nothing good. GB Bug bounces around, giving enemies that it comes in contact with random status effects, and having a chance to reroll pickups that it moves over. Like the D20 infestation, when I get hit, I spawn kamikaze flies that do, well, we already know they do twice my damage. Ep4, if I continue shooting in the same direction for long enough, I gain tiers up to double my fire rate. And they get a little less accurate, but I get a lot of fire rate, so it's kind of cool. Except that it's really hard to do that consistently and actually use it, and it just kind of sucks because it takes so long to roll up. I'm going to use this. Hey, I actually revived. And now my life is a lot more interesting, as you can tell. Dang. This item, 50%, or this trinket, 50% chance to get a key drop when I pick up a coin. Alright, so now my life is a lot more interesting. We're just going to pretend I don't have this and I didn't look at the map before doing things. But now my life's a lot more interesting because I am dying. I didn't get anything particularly good out of the WoW. That's like the rarest item in the game at this point. Out of the Suicide King, but it's the first Suicide King I've successfully managed to be able to use in quite a while, it feels like. So that's victory enough for me. So of course Skeleton Key just gave me 99 gosh darn keys, which is in no way overkill. Ooh. That was ugly. Let's not get hit again. And then let's get a black heart. And then let's get another use item. Oh, this game. These are free in the chest. Tough Love is a luck-based chance to fire a Tooth Shot. Tooth Shot does 3.2 times my damage. Dark Bum picks up red hearts and drops soul hearts, black hearts, or friendly or enemy spiders. Every 1.5 red hearts it picks up, it'll give me a drop. Okay. I don't really have problems anymore, and I think that the aura, the black circle, can activate like a tooth thing. I would assume that every time it registers another hit, that hit can be a tooth hit. I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure that's like how it goes. So we picked up a good item there, chance to shoot a tear that freezes enemies for a couple seconds, making murdering them rather simple. Almost didn't get that in time. I'd have been a little surprised. Okay, 5 more bombs. Oops. That now leave a fire on the ground. 2 damage enemies. Sure, why not? Go even more ridiculous. I still shoot teeth? Oh no, that was the familiar that shot a tooth. It makes more sense. So now I have Tech X, which shoots out 2 lasers that do my damage. Well, it shoots out 1 laser that does my damage normally. And only does damage on the outside of the circle. So I can fire this thing like really instantly, which is super OP. You actually want to fire it as quickly as possible, since the bigger it is, the less likely you are to hit with the outer edge. Proptosis gives me a scaling damage multiplier on my tiers that shrinks as it gets farther away. It's at the closest 2.0, at the farthest 1.3, so it's always a damage up. It's rather nice. Cricket's body is just going to be -1 fire rate delay for me with this build. But I think it's safe to say I got this. Oh man, bum friend. Where are you, Key Bum? I need you. Not Key Bum. Disappointed. The virus is contact poison to enemies, and when that enemy dies, this chance drops a black heart. It's a pretty decent chance as well. Let's do it again, right quick. Alright, hope you didn't miss both of those fights. I gave you a chance to see it a second time, just in case you missed the first one. But if you missed both, I'm sorry, you're out of luck. I can't do it again. So, that is going to do it for today. That was a fun run. I liked it a lot. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.